Did we do a mic check?
Right. No, we didn't. I hope everybody can hear me.
I hope so.
I hope so.
I hope so.
Jesus Christ.
Are
y'all mics on?
Let's hope.
Is this
Everybody's
thing on?
I can hear y'all.
Is this
Jesus Christ.
We ain't getting no. We're
No
about
more.
to go on, guys.
We just get thrown into the fire all the time.
Fire.
Through the fire.
Jesus Christ.
But that's all right because we proof.
We here though. How's everybody feeling?
I feel
Feeling great. Feeling great.
a
How are
little
you?
tired.
We had a hell of a night last night. It was a really good time.
It was a really good time.
We looked.
Y'all were looking y'all look great. Everybody.
We look good as a unit. The whole
Right, that's a
team looked
fact.
good.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's what's most important.
It looks a little different on this side. I'm just
It's
gonna say
different
something.
when you look good and somebody else next to you looks bad. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't go good.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we
I
had
agree.
Don't do that.
I'm just saying.
Don't do that.
I didn't. What I do?
Oh wait.
When somebody else looks bad,
What
you're not
I
supposed
do?
to say that.
I ain't even do nothing.
But
Y'all be reading too far into stuff. They be setting me up for the flim flam.
Savor, Lord.
I think
She's talking about Kenzie.
Lord
That's what
have
she's talking about.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about anyone.
we do look good as a unit. I feel like
We always look good.
every time we go out and we really gotta throw that shit on, we throw that shit on.
Yeah, we coordinate well.
Coordination.
We coordinate.
For those who are seeing some of the pictures that's been posted and all that stuff, we went to the Red Rose Film Festival last night.
That shit was shaking.
Something that they've been planning for a long time now, and our president of U Street is on the board. So she was definitely a integral part of helping to put that together. Shout out to Ryan Shank and what's his partner's name? Scott and Lance. And he was sitting at our table. Shout out
He
to
was
him.
fun.
Blazer was fire.
His blazer was
Fun.
too hard.
Yeah.
He said that was too loud for him, and that's not what he would usually wear. I was like, I would wear that. I would 100% rock that.
He put
Speaking
it on.
of fire, red blazers. I like your hair.
Yeah, I did a thing. I had to get rid of the blonde, So I was feeling.
Feeling spicy.
Like a
flaming hot
Feeling-
Cheeto.
Like a reggae artist.
Like I ate the bag of Cheetos.
Wow.
I'm just.
Do I look like a flaming hot bag of Cheetos?
I just be saying stuff off the fly,
I thought I got yelled at because I dyed it without anybody's okay.
Do you think that?
And my hair didn't match someone's dress.
Do you think that it's important before you change your look to get your partners okay?
I think if you do something drastic,
Here's the thing.
talk about it.
Here's the thing. She knows that I am. That's just me. That's what I do. Like I'm going to change my look probably once a year in some capacity.
If you got hair halfway down your back and you cut it all off,
Chopper style.
So like on some
Nah, yeah,
G.I. Jane,
she can't cut the hair.
To talk about.
Yeah, like we have
She
a
can't cut.
conversation.
She can't cut it. She can't cut her hair like
Just
short.
gonna come home.
See, so you would want her to talk to you first.
100%.
Yeah.
But I just dyed it though. I didn't.
He's been talking about it. In his defense, he has been talking
for a
about
while.
color in his hair.
Yeah. I just didn't. I didn't say what I was gonna do.
I will say though, it set the black suit off.
Yeah, it did. That shit looked
because the pictures look tough. It set off on the black suit.
I still hate the red.
I got so many compliments yesterday. Thank you to everybody who did like the color change, because my wife did not.
She has been very vocal.
Yes. What was it? What was it that you said? He looks like a black Ronald McDonald. I believe were her exact
That's
words.
what you said.
That's cool.
Wow.
That's so racism.
That was when we picked up the FaceTime and you took.
She was in shock.
You took the cap off and all you saw was like bright red sticking out your cap. I was like, oh my god.
It's the disrespect.
It's disrespect for you.
It's the disrespect for me.
Cousin my line?
Yeah, it'd be your own people.
Can't nobody else say it.
Exactly.
Oh boy.
Exactly.
So how'd y'all? Well, first off, how was your week before we get into talking about last night? How was your week?
Man, listen, I'm an open book. That shit was stressful. I had a stressful week last week.
You had a stressful week.
It was just too much going on, but I feel like it's always like that before I have the weekend of my life.
Yeah.
So I had it ended good. It always does. And I always see the positive things anyway, besides the other stuff. But when I tell you that shit was stressful, it was stressful.
I've been trying to do that now too. Like every time I feel myself, because I there's days during the week where I'll be like ready to just go off. Like these are the days, and now I've been like trying to train myself to appreciate little shit. Like get excited for regular shit that goes right. Like
and be grateful for it.
Yeah, like everything that you get happy for doesn't have to be something big. Right. Like yo, if I got to work and there was no traffic, I'm like, yeah, this is dope. Right?
That was nice. That was a smooth ride in.
Dope.
All right.
Like, yeah, just because if you focus on little bad shit, you're going to just spiral into that negative. You know what I mean?
That's why it's important to keep people around you too that you can talk to.
You create your own reality.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're walking around in a negative space, that's all you're gonna see.
Yep.
We didn't do introductions or nothing.
We did not. But I'm asking y'all how your week is still.
You're right.
How's your week, E?
My week was good. I'm in the same boat with Bonnie. It was stressful, but it was good, and it ended well.
That's a fact.
It ended very well. How about you, Sal?
My week was a week. And we're here.
I think we all had the same
We're
week.
here. I think so.
How was your week?
My week. What did I do this week? Honestly, we was just preparing for yesterday all week. So I'm in the house with a woman who works for the city, and she's on the board for the Red Rose Film Festival. So this weekend was huge.
Yeah.
Because we had the Hispanic Heritage Month celebration finale.
Brenda K-Star.
Brenda K-Star was there. I heard she killed it.
What'd you call her?
She had the BBL.
Did she?
I don't know.
Oh, you saw her?
I didn't see her.
Yeah.
Well, you starting trouble.
Just starting rumors over here.
I heard she looked good though.
Yeah.
In the butt area.
She got a fatty.
She got a fatty.
Like, does it shake or does it just stand still?
No, she was twerking. She was upstairs.
That's not what he asked you.
Yeah, no, it had some shake to it.
Had a little jiggle to it. Okay, Brenda
So it's hers.
K-Star. If she
What is she?
wanted
Is she
to
Puerto
hers
Rican?
anyway, shit.
It's hers.
No, she's
or
like
what?
She's Puerto Rican?
She's half Italian.
That's her
No, I was
answer.
about to
She's
say,
half
even if
Italian
she
and half
wanted,
Puerto
it's
Rican,
still
I think.
hers.
Oh, she's half Italian?
Something like that.
Somebody did their research.
So y'all didn't bring a full-blooded Latino?
Stop it.
Don't search your shit.
You know somebody gonna say it.
Somebody already said it.
It looked like, and I heard it was an amazing time though.
Yeah,
I saw a lot of pictures. On the timeline.
I was so mad that my plan was to get up and do what I had to do in the morning and then go there before I had to get dressed. But by the time I finished doing what I had to do, I had like an hour to get ready. So I didn't get to get down there, and I did not get to see Brenda K-Star. I did not get to eat all that good food. Shout out to everybody who was vendors down there. I heard.
They ate.
Yeah. I know Chef O was down there with Diaspora.
Spora.
Yes, Diaspora.
Halo's Kitchen was down there.
Halo's Kitchen.
I'm missing his mac and cheese.
Homage.
That's Chef O.
El Gordo taco truck was bomb.
El Gordo Taco Truck.
I want to eat.
Where can we
everywhere
find El
fat.
Gordo's Taco Truck?
They're actually out of Ephrata.
I'm giving people free pub right now.
Right.
But I don't mind giving like the local joint. Yeah, shout out to y'all. And shout out to the whole everybody who put shout out to everybody who put that week together, the day together. Because I heard it was great. I know it did take a lot of work because I saw it from behind the scenes.
Lancaster was popping this weekend.
Yeah, it absolutely was. And then there was the Red Rose Film Festival that recognizes independent filmmakers from all over the country, all over the world, right? Or did you have people from outside?
Yeah, no, it's all over the world.
So it's international. Yeah.
International impact with the local.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Shout out to everybody who put that together because that was really, really dope.
I want to go next year already.
Yeah.
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 Any venue that has open bar.
You're happy.
And the
Absolutely.
food was good.
The
Shout
food
out to
was
that
good.
pumpkin soup. I wish I knew
Board
the name.
girls.
Two board
Two
girls
board
did the
Shout out to two
charcuterie
board
board.
girls too.
Yeah.
That was really good. And who was the chef? Do we know?
Who did the hot stuff?
His food was fire. Like
Those egg rolls.
That's probably why I felt so bad because I didn't eat. You did bring me some of them cold ass egg rolls. I didn't like it.
You didn't like
You
them.
didn't
They were
like
vegan.
the
cold,
egg
that's
They were
why.
vegan.
I can't eat cold food.
Yeah, they were vegan.
I don't
too.
mind. I eat all food. I don't discriminate. Cold, medium.
Nah,
I was
those,
starving. I was so hungry.
those,
Everything tasted
yeah,
good.
everything was
Shrimp and cucumber.
that slapped.
Yeah.
But I didn't even get over to the table because I was just talking the whole time, so I didn't get to actually get over there and see what I
think
would have
it
because
was
I definitely would have
squash.
grabbed something.
Taste and
Was it
toast.
cucumbers?
Taste and toast.
Did
Taste and
all of
toast.
the appetizers, heavy appetizers.
Listen, they had this cornbread thing. I was sitting at the table. I looked at
Everybody-
Eric and
cornbread
said,
with brisket.
You
That
gonna
one was
eat your
good.
corn?
Everybody
yeah,
said that
yeah,
like
yeah.
It was good.
I didn't hear nothing but great things about like all the food that was there. So
Mhm, it
shout
was
out to them. I just don't. She knows like I don't eat cold food, so the egg rolls weren't. Look,
It wasn't the
I still
thing.
got my badge on.
That's how it went last night.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how this morning went.
Yeah.
He still got it all.
We ain't want to forget about it.
And I wanted y'all to know that we had all motherfucking access. That's why.
VIP badge.
Yeah.
VIP.
Everybody can't get these.
We collecting lanyards.
Yes.
I
Come
left
back
mine
to
at
later.
the table. I was mad. I wanted mine.
Oh no, I've got mine. I wore mine into sheets like I was showing off on the way home.
I'll take hers from her.
I tucked mine in my pocket immediately.
You're gonna
Yeah.
put it in your souvenir
While
box.
we're doing shout outs, you know what I mean, for like vendors and stuff, make sure y'all shop with my cousin because this lovely jacket came from Elite Clientele Boutique. Shout out to Mika.
Yes.
Make sure y'all go get that. She
What
trying
is
to
it?
take all my
Shameless plug.
Elite
Elite
clientele.
Clientele Boutique.
And where can they get that at?
It's on Mika's page, and they also have a business page. It's Elite Clientele Boutique. It's on my page too.
There's a Facebook
Shameless plug.
Yeah.
Shout out to that's the fam. They always get free pub over here.
Amen.
And she has cute
Yeah,
stuff.
because we get potato
She's
salad.
got really cute
What you
stuff.
mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
and,
her
she,
prices
and she
are
made
reasonable.
potato salad for my birthday, so shout out to her.
If at any point in time Mika would like to return the free promotion with a clothing wardrobe for a queen's table, we
That's
will
a
happily
fact.
accept.
Next event we get, I'm wearing Elite Clientele Boutique.
Who are some of the people? Like there was a lot of I want to say important people, but I guess everybody's important. But there was
Movers and shakers.
yeah, like so like
People that own things.
what I did see is, and I was talking to Yaz about, I was like, yo, not for nothing, I seen everybody from you was working the room and moving around and talking. So who are some of the people that you talked to? There was filmmakers there, producers, directors. Like, did you talk to anybody and have a fascinating conversation?
I
We
had a-
did.
Yeah.
with just about everybody.
I really enjoyed. I think it was Brandon Keaton. Was it Brandon Keaton?
Yeah. Brandon
He was-
Keaton, the director.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
nice. He was really, really nice to talk to. He gave us some information on his film too.
Yeah, and he's going to be sending me a promo package, so I'm really excited.
Yeah, we'll talk to you guys
Yeah,
about
so I
that in a
can't
little bit.
wait to receive that package.
And I
That's
got
gonna
to
be dope.
speak to our people from Lancaster Distillery.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's always a good time
Right.
yeah. And
They
Penn.
love us. Why do they love us? They
Because
love
we're
us.
fucking awesome.
because we're the misfits.
They love us.
Who, Lancaster Distilleries?
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to Nate. Shout out to Chayla.
Shout out to
Todd.
Bo for the after party.
Yes.
Karen,
Yeah. Penn Cinema. Penn was in there too. He's a cool dude. I like him.
he was really nice, very humble.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Fulton Opera House too. That's where
Oh
we
my
was
gosh,
at.
it was
That was
beautiful.
beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah, I hadn't been in there in a long time, and like where we were at, like looking down on Water Street, it was like, yeah,
I haven't been in the Fulton Opera House since they added all that new shit. Like, I've only ever been in the theater.
the main theater. Yeah.
So I've never, like, the part we was in, I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, I was, oh, this is.
I didn't know either. That's their new extension park. That was like the recent remodel that they did.
Right.
Mhm.
So they like expanded down the block a little bit. It was beautiful in there. I was really impressed.
It was.
I liked it a lot.
That's what's up.
We're gonna have
doing
to
things in
do
Lancaster.
some stuff.
We're
I
doing
got
things in
ideas.
Lancaster. I mean, we've seen what we got the best small city in the country.
In the country, yes.
We are, I say that because, you know, like, y'all know, I left Lancaster 10 years ago. When I left Lancaster, I hated the city. Like, if I'm being honest, I hated the city. And I felt like not so much because of the city. Just it was consuming me. It felt like it was a dead end city at the time, and it was just like I gotta go. And
you left when it just about to
When it
start
was just
popping.
about to
yeah, and they started to rebuild right then, and then my business was up here. We started the company, and then I was just here all the time. Like once we started that, I was back and forth, and I was seeing
the whole team is here now.
Yeah, the whole squad is in the city.
Everybody here.
The whole team.
But as I'm coming back and forth for the business, I'm seeing the growth, and I'm like, oh shit, like this thing's happening in this city. Like,
Well, because when we were young growing up, I mean, there really wasn't much. Like, there was market, like a couple restaurants maybe, but like there wasn't industry. There weren't shops. There weren't clothing shops and this and that. Like, it's expanded so much. It was after probably like around college, like into our like early 20s, mid 20s. That's when it started to change. So growing up, there really wasn't much here.
For a city as small. For it will, because they're starting. But it's gonna take a little longer.
You know what it's gonna take for that old money to let the new money in.
Yeah,
that's what happened here.
Yeah,
all that old money was blocking everything. Now there's new money here, and everything's starting to pop. And
there's so many like for a city as small as Lancaster, there's so much money here. Like like you would think, because you can drive through Lancaster, the city, in 10 minutes. The whole city, like drive from one side to the 15 minutes for sure.
Y'all traffic now. No, you can't.
If you hit the light, if the lights are timed right, but it's only 4 square miles. That's how the bigger the city is.
If you take King Street from one end to the other, it's gonna take you less than 10 minutes. Like, what is this? The city is King, right? The King, the King.
It's 4 square miles.
Once King changes to Columbia Avenue,
it's already in the city, like by Wheatland.
Yeah.
So
the city is 4 square miles. Like is all the bigger the city is.
Buchanan Mansion to what's that? The bridge.
So a city that small, 4 square miles, has millions of dollars running through this city.
That's because we got
millions.
And then
that's
some.
The thing about the city is you can go from city to farm in a few minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
I was sitting in traffic the other day behind a horse and buggy, and it was like holding me up. And I was sitting there like, yo, there's nowhere else in the country this can happen.
I'll never forget.
And that was one of the small wins, because I was pissed that I had to wait behind this mother, because I couldn't get around because it was. And I was like, yo, and then I just had to think. I was like, yo, I'm really in one of the cities with like.
Where else am I gonna experience?
Like, this would be like some weird ass shit to anybody else.
I had one of my friends come up here, and we saw the policeman on a horse. He was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah.
The mounted police, huh?
There was one time.
Like, is that a fucking horse? Yeah.
Shit different here.
There was this one time, the company I used to work for in sales, one of their directors came up from Texas, from like the corporate office, and he came out into the field with me one day. So we're like driving all over the place, and like he's enjoying himself, went through all the city. I had him in the hood, like we were all over this like white guy from Texas. But he was dope. And then we get to our last stop. It was out in the country, out in the middle of nowhere. I've got my GPS. He's trying to have a conversation. He was like, do you know where you are? Nope, not a clue. And I turned this corner, and there's a horse and buggy. This man made me pull over. I had to pull over and park my car on the side of the farm so that he could get out and enjoy the horse and buggy. Man, he had never seen one in his life.
That's one thing
he was fascinated by it.
As many as we see, how many of us have actually like rode in the buggy?
Oh, I won't do it. That shit's dangerous.
Did you?
When I was in,
it's too tight in there.
No. When I was in,
funky.
It's too tight. It looks tight.
When I was in, I want to say 2nd, 3rd grade, they took us to the Amish. They took us like on a field trip to the Amish people.
John,
yeah, so when we went to the field trip for the Amish, like now they got some fly shit out in Gap, I think. But the one I went to,
tourism don't put some money into it.
Yeah, the one I went to is where Walmart is now. Like, that used to be like an Amish tour joint. Like,
the little black
Walmart on Route
30. Yeah,
that used to be like an Amish joint.
But
wait, so I went and I got on the horse and buggy, and they walked you through the whole shit. So we went like and got to go in their houses and shit and saw how they don't use electric. I don't know if they've advanced it all now, because I see some of them using things that.
I think they're allowed to use them but not own them. So they can use a cell phone, but the plan can't be in their name. Like, there's loopholes now. Like, they've invented loopholes to this shit. Like,
I would like to re-interview Esther, yo, because Esther, she spilled a lot of the tea. Esther's one of the ones who broke up.
She's probably semi-detached now, though.
Yeah, she is, but she went through it. Like
Yeah.
she went through the whole process, so she knows.
have you been seeing this photo that's been floating around online?
What photo?
Of Mordecai Johnson.
The black
Amish man,
Who
yes.
the fuck is
Well,
Mordecai?
hold on.
I just call him Mordecai.
First off, there was on the show. There was a black Amish dude. The show Esther was on,
But it's not him.
but he wasn't real. I heard.
Well, he was adopted and kind of he was more Mennonite
same with
than
him.
Amish.
That dude was he got to be adopted.
I was about
Yeah.
to say something else.
I see my man take a picture with
unless
her.
he's an illegitimate child.
Well, that guy.
I'm not drinking anymore. I'm about to say something. Y'all about to kick me off this sofa.
Wow.
Oh, I want to hear it.
I'll tell you later.
I know what you're about to say. I bet it's something about to his knees.
What?
Wow.
I wonder what it's. I wonder if there's racism in Amish land.
I
Hell
would go
yeah.
with yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's racism everywhere.
It's not
Yeah.
just racism with the Amish. They don't particularly like anybody but themselves.
But a lot of them are cool though. Like I've
Like,
seen.
they're chill, but
I
I've
feel
seen-
like the women
not
are
taking
more
you
cool
home.
than the men.
Yeah.
are.
I've seen Amish young boys out back of a bar drinking beer, and I've talked to them, and the conversation was really cool. Like they're not they're not like weird people. Like if you have a conversation with them, it don't seem weird. Like,
But if
it's
their
just-
sister brought you home for the barn raising, I bet it would be a problem.
me, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm saying like a black Amish person. Me,
Like, they might be cool to have like a beer and have a conversation.
yeah, nah, I can't
It's
come
not
to the
cool to
crib.
go home.
Yeah, like I think there's
Especially
boundaries.
not at dark.
But I don't think they could bring you home. Like
No.
that's what I'm like. They just don't like outside of their
Yeah.
their own.
Yeah.
But is color a thing or is it just religion? If you're Amish,
I
are you cool?
don't.
I
I
think it's
don't think
everyone
color's a
that's not
thing because
them.
I know black Amish people. We've seen them sprinkled. You know what I mean? Like so. I
How
don't
do you
think-
become black Amish?
You probably get
Adoption.
adopted.
Adoption, yeah.
Adopted
witness protection.
or
Oh wow.
Witness protection is huge around here.
I want to talk to him. I'm gonna be like, yo, fam, you good?
You there?
You
Blink
alright?
to show give me hope.
Get out. I'm bringing the.
This is why we shouldn't have this conversation.
Yo, I'm sorry. I'm sorry because this might be offensive. I
Mordecai
don't
looks
even know.
happy.
Let me stop.
Is it
Mordecai
really his
looks
name?
happy.
No.
No, I like
Uh,
it.
Mordecai looks happy.
Let me get off this topic before I say the wrong shit.
Facts.
Shout out to him though, because I definitely saw him. I've seen him all over my timeline. I haven't seen him in person.
I'm going with witness protection. That's my guess.
He looks like
That's what I'm going with.
he's all right. He's
Mordecai
going to
looks
work.
happy.
What if he did? What if he called a RICO charge and he
Wow.
snitched and
What if he-
and they
now
put him
he's-
away in the Amish?
There's a lot of people. No, that's actually a lot of people don't realize this, but this is actually a big area for witness protection.
I believe it.
Wow.
No, I'm serious. Yeah,
I
like,
believe with all these kingpinners from New York that we used to
This
king.
is
This
also
is
a big
a-
area for people who tell. So
Yeah, that's
Goes
but
hand
that's
in hand.
think about that then. So if you're in witness protection, you probably told. So now you got a whole bunch of snitches living in one
For
place.
real, for real, it's like
Absolutely.
round robin. They leave York, they'll come to Lancaster. They'll leave Lancaster, they'll go to
from
Reading.
Philly. A
They
lot
go
of people
from
from
Reading.
Philly come here for witness
Mhm.
protection. Yeah, no, this is actually it's really big in this area.
I know dudes who told and then never touched the game again, and then I know dudes who told and they still was in the game and people respected it.
You know what's
That's
crazy?
when
Like,
that's
recently
that,
like
that's
that.
when I knew the game was over.
You know,
Yeah.
there's one reason why I don't like talking about that, and I feel like it's because we always say that, but then if it's somebody that we love that goes through it, we might look at it differently. I still look at it like you told, or whatever, but at the end of the day, like, you got to think about it. Like, let me tell you something. I don't even involve myself in that kind of shit. Because I don't got time to go to jail.
Like if you tell and you keep it going with that, there's no stop to your telling.
I was
Yeah.
gonna blurt some shit out, but I had to rethink because of where we are. There's a
I was gonna say I have so many comments to make right now. I have so many
We'll have
comments
this
to make.
conversation off
Look,
air.
I'll just say this: if you make a choice to be in that lifestyle and you get arrested,
I by no way condone it.
you know, but you know what life you're living, and you know the risks to
Exactly.
what you're doing.
That's why you don't
and
live
you
that
just
life
gotta
if you're
stand
not
strong.
about it.
Exactly. If you're not really about that life, don't go down that road. That's it.
But to what you were saying, I'll say this: there's the people around me aren't usually comfortable talking to law enforcement, and it's not. And these aren't people that are breaking the law. They're just not comfortable with the police.
Yeah, I feel
I
like
think, like in our community, there's a large population of us who just don't trust law enforcement.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I learned my lesson the hard way. Like I said, that's why I walk a very straight and narrow life, because my freedom almost got taken from me, and I don't like sandwiches and iced teas. I damn sure I don't want your peanut butter and jelly, and I don't want your carton iced tea. Let me out of here.
It's not even that good.
It's not. It was disgusting, and I didn't want it. It smelled bad. Jail stinks.
Oh yeah, hold on, wait. Let me. Even though we're like probably like a half hour into the show, we got Hollywood Bonnie in the building.
Bonnie the Body. I'm your daddy's favorite.
We got E Money in the building.
I still don't have an introduction. Happy
We
Sunday.
gonna work on that.
We got Alonzo Williams Jr. in the building.
Chop wood, carry water.
And I'm your host, Blast. This is the mashup after the Red Rose Film Festival, and we are all a little dragging today, except for Zoe, because his metabolism is different.
He's got an iron liver, and the rest of us are just
I'm not
hurt.
even gonna say nothing. I don't want to jinx myself.
That's because he was in the service. Them livers is
Nah.
different.
Yeah, that's probably
Them
why.
livers
That
is
ain't built
different.
different.
I seen them get hung over too.
Listen, them livers be different, so you cannot out-treat them.
Y'all was over there in the army when y'all was
That's what-
overseas drinking all kind
like
of
the
wild shit.
I
homemade
didn't do
shit.
that.
Yeah.
Nah.
Homemade
There was people
stuff.
that
He
did,
was drinking
though.
hoops.
Yeah,
I always be like,
I-
that junk was like.
I've definitely
vodka.
heard the stories.
We did drink what was that? Nutmeg and cold water.
Nut bag.
Nutmeg.
Oh.
I was about to say,
Nutmeg and cold
Oh.
water.
Yeah,
Whoa.
it's like I read it in Malcolm X. They're like dope fiends. They used to get a charge out of it when they went to jail. They didn't have no drugs. Yeah,
Wait, what?
cats back in the day used to use nutmeg and put it in cold water
Uh-huh.
and
We're
get
gonna
a
try
charge
this.
out of it.
We're gonna try this.
Wow,
What do you get out of it?
A
you get a
charge.
little charge out of it.
Like hype?
Yeah, it's funny. as
Does it
hell.
work?
I don't know if it was funny because we were all doing it or it was because
That's a thing?
It was a thing at one time in jail. Yeah.
How long does it last?
As long as you stop acting stupid, probably. But you know, it was just a bunch of us, and we did it, and then we were
I
laughing.
never
like,
knew that was a thing.
it might not have even worked.
Y'all just was
But we were-
It was the placebo effect.
Yeah, it was just we were in there.
Oh,
like,
you feel it? I feel it
This,
too.
oh, this don't work. And then everybody's cackling in there like,
I was like, yo, I
Are
never
you,
heard
can
that.
you feel it? Can you feel it? Nah. And then you know what I'm saying?
I'm still trying to picture what a nut bag is.
Nutmeg.
Wow, a nut bag.
But you could make hooch. What is it called? Hooch, right? Like out of the fermented fruit.
Yeah, that's.
They didn't have fruit, probably. Like,
We'd have
Yeah,
fruit.
yeah, they
you
did.
had fruit?
The U.S. Army,
They
we eat
they
well.
take care of them.
Listen, I watch Emmy
just
Maid,
make
and
wine out of
she
it.
eats those are the old ones, I guess, like the meal packs, the dehydrated everything. You just add a little water.
MREs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those.
we eat
She
those
ate
too.
one.
But we eat the best. That's why we win.
I know that's right.
Shout out to the armed forces, every
Shout out
branch.
to everybody serving now, the people who have served. You're the best.
100%.
Keeping us safe out.
I had a stint in the military. I'm gonna tell you about it.
No, fuck
I'd
no.
like to hear it. Here you go.
I was in
It's a
there.
funny
I was
story.
in there for 7 whole weeks. I'm not gonna go into the story. Just
then
know I
what
was there for
happened?
7 whole weeks. I served my country for 7
Niggas about to
weeks.
start pulling your records.
Right. I gotta Google
I-
this.
At least you didn't come back with Rambo stories.
Nah, I didn't know. I didn't make it out of. Listen, 7 weeks. If anybody knows, I went to the Air Force. 7 weeks. That obviously means I didn't make it out of basic.
Well, it does mean you're smart, because I've heard that test is the hardest.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
that's like the hardest branch to get
I
into.
mean, I went to college first. I wasn't no dummy. I ain't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
But
running,
even so, like
I also
mean,
run a company here.
I guess he's smart.
Stupid a little bit. Straight up.
So y'all did interviews last night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who'd y'all talk to?
I talked to Scott Lenz.
And what y'all talk about?
I basically was just asking him
Because
about.
that interview's gonna come out.
Yeah. I just asked
On
him about
Ustream
like
Media.
the journey, because when
Shouldn't
he
respond.
talked to us before, he said that this kind of started back before COVID hit. So he didn't even know if it was gonna come together for real. So for him to see it all come together, he said that it was kind of like a euphoric feeling. And I can empathize with that because we didn't know where we were going for a little bit there. We just trusted each other.
Then we started during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Like,
no, last year. I mean, it was during the
It
pandemic.
was
like
It was
coming out
during
of
the
the
pandemic.
Zooms.
Yeah. Yeah, because we had to do
we were doing
Zooms.
Zoom
because we
joints.
do our first theater show, we had all those complications.
And the first time we saw
Everybody
each
was
other,
just
we
coming
was
back.
like,
Yeah. Yo, because
was ahead of it in a
remember
few
we
months.
wasn't
was
shaking each
scared,
other's
like,
hand. We was scared as shit.
As everybody
I don't
said.
even want to laugh like it was that long ago because motherfuckers was dying and
It was just 2 years ago.
yeah.
Not
We
even.
That was a scary
We
time.
was doing
Yeah.
Zoom shows. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Zoom
I remember
shows
doing
for
that.
months.
Yep.
but that's what me and him talked about. Aaron did, E-Money did. I gotta get out of that. She did a couple interviews with the people who actually had films that were submitted to the festival, and some of them that won. The guy who did Sticky, Carson,
Yeah.
he looks so young. So to see him,
No, that was Cameron. I kept switching.
Carson and Cameron.
It's Scott's fault. He gave me the wrong names, and then I kept confusing the two from that point on, and we had to do like 2 retakes on the one interview because I was like,
Yeah,
nope,
that was
that's not
Carson,
your
right?
name. Yeah, that was Carson.
did Sticky, and Cameron was dope though too. He was
Yeah.
fun. Carson looked so young,
Yeah,
and I saw his parents were there and stuff like that. I'm like, I can only imagine
He was
being
hyped.
that young and lit. Like you're winning awards already.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, just looking at that, it's like inspirational. I hope some of the younger people take heed to that.
yeah, yeah. He was an interesting one. We talked to Josh and Cameron, who did Parrot.
Parrot.
That was Parrot. No, they did Going.
Can they
They
send
did
us?
Going.
one
Or
was
no,
the
I
cartoon?
talked to the ones
Don't we
from
have
Going.
access to
Going
all
was the
these
cartoon.
movies?
Going was the cartoon.
There was so
I
many of them,
spoke
and that's
to
the
the,
thing.
We did like 5 or
we
6
have access
interviews.
to
I
this?
Yeah.
spoke to one of the voice actresses on Going.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There was it was just a lot going on last night.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
We
I was
did mad
surprised y'all
interviews.
dipped off because that's crazy. This is how my team works. I want to put that out there because we didn't go there to work. We was just there to look pretty. I want to be real clear about that.
He said I need interviews. We were like, let's go.
Yeah, that's just how it happened, and they went. I didn't even know they did it. Like they was just gone, and I was like, "Where's half the table was gone?"
Yeah, half her team.
And then he came back and told me what was going on, and I was like, "Y'all interviewed people?" I was like, "Oh shit!" And shout out to Dom. I do want to say shout out to Dom,
Yes.
who's on our team. Dom is amazing. Dom does a lot of shit behind the scenes. Even though he got a lot of shit going on in his life, he still shows up. And when he comes and shows up, he does
Dare I
great
call
work
him
for
the
us.
super duper producer?
Yeah,
Yes.
don't do that.
I'm just joking.
Don't do that.
I'm just joking.
Shout out to Marco too.
I'm just joking.
Yeah, he did
Yeah,
great
we-
in the photo shoot.
He
did
and he
great
was
on
the only
that.
one taking like real footage of anything too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the only one. He was it, and his pictures came out fire.
Well, I think that that was why they had approached us, and it was just like a mention. We were having a conversation, and Scott had mentioned there was supposed to be a videographer there doing the interviews and like taking that kind of stuff, and they hadn't shown up, and I was like, oh, we'll do it.
You want us to do it?
We'll do it right now.
And you'll probably see people from U Street dropping these fly ass pics all week, right? Maybe for the next couple of weeks. I don't know because we got a lot of dope pics that Dom caught. Yes, we bring our own photographer when we step out.
And if
Yeah.
you see my titty tape, mind your business.
You should just let him be free.
Titty tape.
I should have just let them things be free, but they heavy. They can't just be being free. Somebody gonna lose an eye.
Yeah, I was
Lord
sure
have
we were
mercy.
gonna make it. I didn't think
Mine
we would make it
look
through the
light,
night
but
without
I'm
flashing
heavy, though.
somebody. I genuinely did not.
You what?
I didn't think we would make it through the night without flashing somebody.
I know, like it was a lot of wardrobe malfunctions. That's one thing I can say.
Yeah.
We have to deal with so much as women, like throwing that shit on. It takes a lot.
Yeah.
Like guys, y'all when y'all get fly, whatever, take a shower, put on some cologne.
You don't have to
You know
worry
what I
about
mean,
your
the French
pants
shit.
just
Y'all don't gotta
opening up.
Exactly. Y'all don't got to worry about potentially being on World Star for a nip slip.
Yeah.
One thing I'll say about Queen's Table is when Queen's Table comes out, they always look great, but y'all push the limits. They push the limits to the point where it's like they go right up to that line without crossing.
We be tiptoeing
Right
on
up
that
to it.
motherfucker.
They walk up to it real
there.
fast. Like,
Listen. They
Pivot.
might tiptoe, but I'll be 8 towns stomping on it. Okay? You got me chopped. I love showing my body, yaddy yaddy.
Look, if I got it, I'm gonna flaunt it a little bit.
We ain't never gonna be
Little
this poppin'
bit.
But the
again.
thing I love about
That
y'all,
would never going to be this popping again.
We ain't
Hey,
never gonna be this
take
poppin'
pics.
again.
the
Get
thing
a
I love
record of
about
it.
y'all though
These
is when
things might start hanging one day.
when y'all walk in the room, y'all own it. Like y'all know who you are when you step in that room, and y'all move like that when you're walking and working the room. I love to see it.
That confidence is key for real,
Yeah.
for real. And it don't
That
matter. I
shit's
took
fun.
them shoes off and had my chanclas on and was still
I
stepping.
put
on
my
bitches'
furry
necks.
slides on, like, as soon as we sat down at the
Okay.
table. I was like, that's enough of the heels.
It was fun, but let me tell you how the men of U Street came
Ooh.
stepping yesterday.
Zoe came through with that scarf and the sock.
Zoe,
the,
I said, okay.
the sock scarf. He was
Yeah.
like, you got to coordinate.
It was the hat. The hat set it off for me.
Yeah, he had the fedora too.
That set it off.
Zoe was killing him.
Looking
Killing
like a
it.
whole
Kenzie
attorney.
had on that velvet. You see my guy.
You see
Kenzie
this?
with the
What is that? Velvet?
This is beautiful.
What up, Ken?
Green velvet.
That's yo. Shout out to Kens because he's really deep diving into this acting shit,
Man, he's coming for everything that was owed to him.
and he's not. He's,
And we all heard that again yesterday.
he's not here today because he is on the scene
Because my
in
man
New
is
York.
grinding.
He's in New York shooting something else,
Something else.
and we 100% support him
Yes.
as our family. Shout out to Kens.
Kenzie used his PTO today.
Uh,
He always talking shit about me taking off. Look at that nigga go.
As soon as he said last night that he was taking off, I was like, oh, what? You don't want to grind anymore? You don't want to grind out here?
You
yeah,
gotta
because they
get
hit him
on
up
like
last
that.
night.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
They hit
You
him
gotta
up
get
last
on like
night.
that because let you miss a minute.
I'm
Oh,
so proud
you
of
don't
him
wanna win?
because when we asked him to do the play, I remember how those rehearsals started. You was there, and he was real timid.
Yeah.
Like he was talking low, and he just caught the bug. And like towards the end, like COVID fucked our play up.
I'm so mad about that still.
But towards the end, you saw everybody like coming into their own, and
I
he's
was
one
about
of
to come
them.
out there like
Hollywood had the
Angela
lead
Bassett.
role.
Yeah.
Like
I was excited to see
and
that.
she grew like from
Yeah.
the beginning to where we were at.
I still know all my lines.
We're gonna shoot that play. We're gonna do
We
it.
have to. I feel like
Yeah,
I
we'll
did
bring
all
it
of
back.
that.
Hey,
for
we
nothing.
met enough people last night.
You know
We
how
could do
many
a
times
couple.
I wanted to
Yeah.
walk out of that shit?
And
It's
have
like,
it filmed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we'll bring that back. But Kanzi too. Like Kanzi, he went from this timid, not talking, not even knowing if he wanted to act. Now he got the bug, and I'm seeing him.
Now he's flying out.
Since
to
we want
shoot.
to talk
Yeah.
about my guy Kenz, can I tell y'all the funniest shit about Kenzie for the people who don't know? This man will literally be talking to you like this and be like, yeah, and then he pops out with accents, like, and he don't even be realizing
He
that he's
definitely
doing that shit. Yo. Am I lying? Cause he don't even realize
It's the
that
British.
he's
It's
doing
the
it.
British one for me. He
He
slides
did
it
that
in.
shit in rehearsal one day. Mr. Gaston was like, "Okay, Idris." He was like, "Yo, he can't help it. That shit is funny."
Yo, my son does
I
that
can do a
too.
good
Trace,
Cockney
Trace does that shit too.
Yo,
It'll be like the serious conversation. He'll come back and be like, "Yes, mate." Like I'll be like, "What the fuck?" You hear what I said?
One of his personalities took over.
I'm telling you, yo, I love me some accents, and they got him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Shout out to Ken's out there busting his.
Everybody
Yeah.
was looking good yesterday.
Yeah,
Everybody
it
did.
was that was
Everybody
kind of
did.
high.
Yeah.
for me. I
Everybody
love when
looked
we do that.
spectacular.
I love when
Yeah.
we go out together anyway, because it's like we all own that room. Like we walk
Yeah.
in, and niggas kind of be like, "Who is that?"
They know. If they
If
don't
you
know,
don't
they know by the time we leave.
Oh, shout out to my class too. Our class reunion was yesterday.
JP,
Shout out to the class of
Yeah, shout out
20
to
years for
Cla-
JP.
First off, I want to be clear. We were supposed to be celebrating 25 this year, but I told them to hire U Street, and they told me they didn't have a budget. So
We ain't coming.
U Street couldn't work without a budget. And that's why we didn't have a 25th anniversary. But shout out to the class of 2002, who had a 20th anniversary.
Shout out to 06 in my
I want to
class.
be real clear, because if our shit was right, U Street would have put it together, and it would have been
The
phenomenal.
ladies looked like they was stepping last night in my class. That's why I was mad I couldn't show up all melanated and gold.
Mm.
But shout out to them anyway.
Also,
Y'all
McCaskey
can
alumni, they put people,
Coach Freddie.
Freddie and Papa Boots too, right?
I didn't hear about
Papa
that.
Boots.
I think Papa Boot.
Is that
no?
a Lancaster
It's
legend?
about
I don't know
time.
about? Who's
Yeah, Papa Boots is 100% a Lancaster
Papa
legend.
Boots.
He's
I like the name.
he works with kids. in the school district and in placement, and
Papa
he's
Boots.
just like lifelong. He's yeah.
I'm not
But
gonna
they
forget
did
that
something
name
for
ever.
him this week, right?
Papa Boots.
So I don't know if he got into it, but I know Freddie 100% got in. I know Vincent got in. Vincent Smith.
Freddie who?
That was for the Alumni Association
Yeah, what did Freddie get? Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
Freddie who?
Freddie 100. Carl Frederick
Okay.
was a teacher, and no, he was a guidance
Guidance
counselor.
counselor.
And let me tell you how Freddie was my favorite person at McCaskey. Like,
Really?
Carl Fredericks, known as Freddie. His son actually works for 717 Sports, my brother's company. But Freddie was phenomenal. He was phenomenal. Like, he made you feel important. Like,
He
he
knew how
just
to deal with us.
yeah, he was so dope. Like, and he just understood. Like, I'm telling you, I was not a bad student, but there was days where I'd be like, I didn't study for the test, and I knew
That's because you was
I-
scared they was gonna call your dad.
I'm going to Freddie's office for that period, so I would miss the test, and he would give me the pass to let me study, and then I would go back and take. Like, he was that guy. Like, he just knew, he understood. Like, not if you was a fuck up, but if you had potential,
You had
he
to
was
seek,
gonna.
You had to seek it though.
Yeah, yo, like Freddie was so, and the dope shit about him is he wasn't even supposed to be my counselor. Like, it went by your name, but because I had a relationship with Freddie and he was a football coach, he knew my family, my dad. He was my counselor by nature. Like, I just
Some
went
of
to
our
him.
counselors weren't worth a damn.
Yeah. That's what Freddie was just one of them people. Like, every school has some of them people where the ones you remember.
Yeah.
Freddie was that guy. So when I saw him get elected to the Hall of Fame, that's.
And he was
One-
a running backs
long
coach,
overdue.
track coach.
But Coach, I did see you, Coach, and I'm gonna need you to get in the gym. I'll get in the gym with you. You put them pounds on. I see. Nah, that's my guy though.
We
Shout out to
ain't gonna talk
Freddie.
about
yo.
gaining weight because I got fat, and like you said before, ain't nobody said nothing to me.
Uh-oh.
Nobody what?
Remember you said nobody told you was fat?
When did you get fat?
She's not.
You think you're fat now?
Yes, nigga.
Oh.
She's
The
not.
scale says yes.
You're not fat.
Okay, I'll take it.
That
But
was
if you want to
I'll
get in the
take it.
gym, I need a gym buddy.
I got a gym pass and I ain't use that bitch.
I want to go to the gym.
I have
Let's-
all the
let's-
equipment to work out. And I
definitely was just telling Yaz, I was like, yo, like, we're about to join the gym.
Shout out to your daughter, the queen of subtle shade. When we went to that motherfucking store and I started picking up stuff, I got like ankle weights and stuff. Naughty gonna look right at me. She said, "Cousin, are you gonna use this?"
Wow.
I said, "Yes." She was like, "Okay."
She is that. She's so brutally. That's definitely my daughter.
She can't help it. But
Like,
Wow.
she
came for your neck.
she's yeah, that's
she
me
comes
too.
for him like no other. She comes
Came
for
right
him.
for your neck.
I-
Are you
I-
gonna use that?
this?
She's the only one that can get away with that.
She's a
Word.
She's
I
a
was
trip.
like, yeah, I'm gonna use it, and it's literally sat in my laundry basket ever since.
Uh-huh. So she was right.
And
I'm gonna
shout
use
out
it
to her
one
for
day.
helping us yesterday because
Yes,
she
beat the hell out my face.
she pulled up with the makeup. She did all the ladies of U Street.
Well, she
She
did mine.
did-
No, I
and
did mine,
You
but
did
she
yours.
put my
She put your-
eyelashes
yeah.
on because I'll glue
She
my
always
eyes shut.
beats my face.
She
Not
Yeah.
did.
the
She
makeup
did.
artist
She did
that
Hollywood.
she
She
did.
did. She did.
She
did
did
Yes.
Yaz, too. She did
Yeah.
her mama.
And she did my hair too.
I'm gonna have her do.
Well,
mine
no, she
next
didn't
time.
do my hair, but she did my.
was
She did the
touching
design
it
in
up.
my hair. Shout out to my hairdresser, my loctician,
Ooh, yeah.
Ivy
Listen.
Collins. I give you so much. I give
That's
you
that's a weed
yeah,
thing.
because
now.
now it's our loctician.
Bruh, because
But-
them head washes.
Ivy, I'm gonna need a discount because I know I brought you so much.
That's one thing I miss about having long hair. When
You
I
can
used to
still
go
get your head
do it,
massage.
Yeah, you could go get a head massage.
just to have somebody in my hair when
Like,
Go ahead and grow them. I remember when you
Like-
had locks.
the wash.
Did
how
you really?
Yeah,
I
Zoe
gotta
had
see
locks.
pictures.
That was
of
Oh
like
it.
yeah,
20
I'm gonna
years
need
ago.
proof.
He
I
had-
need
think it
proof.
had-
Zoe had locks before everybody was doing it.
I need
gotta
proof.
see
Like-
it, or
like
I don't
now
believe
it's
it
like-
happened.
Nope.
It's a thing, right?
Yeah.
Let me see.
I need proof.
I got old pictures.
I gotta
My
see
hair
this.
was past my shoulders.
Oh really? I gotta see this.
Yeah.
Why'd you cut?
Because I got tired of it. It was a lot of work.
That was like early 2000s, right?
Yeah.
Early
Yeah, I
2000s.
was home for
It's
like 3 years.
03, 05, like.
02, I came home. I cut them joints like 04-ish.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, my hair grew fast back then. My junk went from fro to boom, and it didn't take that long.
Fabio.
Huh?
Fabio.
Fabio. People thought I was Dominican.
I know black.
They thought I know black, Bobby. They thought I was all kinds of stuff but what I was.
Yo. Okay, but mad shit did happen this week. Can we talk about that stuff?
A lot of shit did happen this week. Let's get it. Well,
Yeah.
first off, can we get into? First off, Ye has been dominating the news for the past couple of weeks because when Ye is outside,
Yo,
No,
he's
it
outside.
ain't about Ye being outside, but I will get on that.
yeah. Okay, so let's
Ye
just take.
was yayin'.
Let's Ye is being Ye, and let's talk about it because it's in the news. But what I do want to say before we start this is, it makes me uncomfortable to see him speaking now because I know he's not all there.
No, it's not what it is, man.
I don't think
it's that either. I think
he's I think he's going through something right now.
when
He
people
sounds
have
manic.
No.
when people have mental health issues and everybody else knows about it, you need to, since you know about it, you need to take control of it. Like, that can't always be the narrative that he's off his meds or that. No, he might just be being him. This might just be him.
But he's publicly said he don't take his
Listen.
meds. He don't like to take
Listen.
his meds.
Like let's
So we know he's off his meds. Like,
let's all right, let's think back to when Kanye was this explosive. Just think back. 2 years ago. What happened 2 years ago?
When he ran for president.
No, it happened
Elections.
before that, so.
We got a midterms coming up.
every time he's selling something or trying to do something, yeah.
We got the midterms
He's
coming
back
up.
outside.
Every time we got some kind of elections, that's when he sets black people off because that's what he do. He comes with him and Candace come with the Black Lives is a fraud.
But how do we go to that from George Bush doesn't care about black people?
Because
Like, how did the narrative change all these years? Like,
The thing about Candace Owens is when I hear her speak, I can recognize the brilliance in that woman. She's not a stupid woman. She just believes in a lot of stupid shit.
and they're really
Like you know what I mean? Like she's a very intelligent and well-spoken woman.
Her rhetoric's just illogical.
they're dangerous.
Yeah, she just
people.
doesn't believe, like, the shit she says, the shit she believes in.
Doesn't make sense.
It's like,
Sum that up.
They're dangerous
that's
people
crazy.
because they know that it's the Black Lives Matter organization that's a fraud and those people that was buying houses, but they won't say their names. They're going to say Black Lives Matter is a fraud. So they're just trying to put a black eye on the whole game to appease the GOP.
and let me tell you how dangerous that part of it for black people is. Like that part, because they're equating the movement to the organization.
Exactly.
And,
And they know better. And they know better.
yeah, they know.
That's
Like,
There's
why.
a lot of uneducated
That's why they're
people.
dangerous people.
There's
But-
a lot of uneducated people out there that don't know the difference. So when they hear them say that,
Exactly.
they
He took
just
it-
run
Right.
with
he
it.
took it a
especially
step
when
further.
someone black says it. That's why it's so
Exactly, because
dangerous. They're
then
like,
it puts
Exactly.
legitimacy
look,
to
Kanye
it.
and Candace
And they
said
know
it.
what
So
they're
it
doing.
must
Yep.
be true.
But he
yeah.
took it a step further and came for Jewish people as well.
Yeah.
Oh, he set
That's-
the world on
that's what
fire.
you don't
with
do.
that
Michael
one.
Rappaport ripped
Yeah.
Yo.
Did he? I didn't see Michael Rappaport and shit.
Oh,
I saw
God.
Jamie Lee Curtis's reaction, and she like cried in an interview. She got so upset, but that was the only reaction
I didn't
saw.
see that.
Yeah, she got really upset.
Here's the ignorance about that part of it, because he's mad at some Jewish people, individual Jewish people,
Yeah.
because there are some powerful
But the
Jewish.
problems he
but-
has with them has nothing to do with their Judaism. You can just
Exactly.
say, "I
And
don't like this person."
That's exactly it. Like when he says, "I'm going to do this to Jewish people."
Yes.
You're lumping all of. That's like saying because you have a problem with one black person, I'm doing this to black people, and then we're gonna get upset
For
naturally.
me,
Like,
it all goes back to appeasing his GOP, his GOP backers.
like why? Like he's smarter than that rhetoric that he's spitting. Like he's not that stupid. Like why would you even mention Jewish people as a whole because of the couple issues that you're having in your life? I mean,
with those couple individual people.
that they just so happen to be Jewish. So now you don't, like you sound as stupid as all of the racist, ignorant
he's supposed
people.
he's supposed to sound like that.
But that's why he sides so well and does so well in the GOP, because they understand that mindset. It's the exact rhetoric you hear from them. He's just pointing it in a different
And,
direction.
and that's the funny thing, because all these people talking about this. Oh, he's a free thinker, and we think. You know what?
I'm about to.
It's crazy how all this free thinking stuff sounds like Republican talking points. So you think they for real too?
Let me be real clear for all of you people who are out there and are acting like everybody else is so eyes closed and we don't see the bigger picture and we're sheep because we don't see the intelligence. Shut the fuck up. Mm-hmm. Y'all are just as bad as him, and when I see him say crazy shit and y'all co-sign it, that shows me that you have just as many problems as he has. That doesn't make you like. Don't think that you're on a higher level.
I'm enlightened.
No, you need help too. So whatever therapist Kanye needs to see, you need to go see them too.
I still think that Kanye is a creative genius.
100%.
But my thing is this: just because you feel a way doesn't mean
you don't think so?
that.
No.
Because you feel a certain type of way doesn't mean that you have to let it be known to everybody. Because the things that you say and feel may be offensive to other people. And when you have a platform like he does, he needs to be mindful of what he's saying.
Why would you ever bunch a group?
I'm not talking
like
about that specifically.
No. I'm just saying, like in general, like why would you ever have a problem? Like,
but again,
anybody
that's
I've ever
rhetoric.
had a problem with, I've never blamed everybody that.
That's
That
that.
looks
That's
like
that
that.
political. That's that political
No,
slant
that's that
they're all
racist
doing.
slant.
Yeah.
It's a racist slant, and he acts like
100%.
he's not racist by saying that. You absolutely
It
are.
is racist.
If you say, I don't like this entire group of people because of my experience with this one person, that makes you prejudiced, it makes you judgmental, and it makes you racist if you're basing that decision off of their
Michael Rappaport
religion
was like, "Let me
or
tell
their
you
or
something.
their skin color.
You're never gonna be president. I said you'll never be.
But you know what?
He
Like,
went in.
and this is the thing about it.
And it's not DEF
What
CON
is this?
free. 3, it's
DEF
DEF
CON,
CON.
yeah,
Def-
he's an
It's
idiot.
DEF CON,
He's an idiot.
and that's not even that scary because DEF CON goes to 5. So what? You're like middle pissed off? I don't get it.
Like,
You're just mildly angry.
and what is tomorrow? What's today's date? The 16th. Or what is it? Something
Look, we
like
don't
that.
fucking know.
No, today's the 16th.
Today's the 16th.
Look,
Like
we don't
the
know.
16th of November, when the elections are all over, we're not
You
going to
think
be
he'll
here.
calm back
We're
down?
not going to hear explosive.
I don't
Kanye
think
anymore.
that's the case. I think
don't
he's just going to
so
find
either.
something
I
else.
think he is too because he even went as far as to exchanging words with Khloe Kardashian.
He's going to chill until after
she
Christmas.
tried-
Well,
to be
he's
nice
gonna
to
chill
her.
anyway because he's been suspended from social media.
Oh no, they let him right back on.
Nah, he was trolling though for real.
Oh, he's
made,
back?
On Twitter, yeah, he let
he
him
made
right
his
back
profile picture.
because you know
Kris
him
Jenner.
and Elon Musk are boys, and he changed. Elon changed something, and Kanye was on like 12 hours later.
Well, I mean, even after the news cycle started to quiet down, he then again brought up how he wasn't allowed at his daughter's birthday party. So I feel like, yes, this might be partially politically motivated, but he was like off the rails
Then he
long
started
before
spazzing in
this.
the interview about Diddy and Meek not
Diddy's gonna whoop
giving
your ass.
not giving him the address.
Because I'm sorry,
That's
Kanye,
the other thing.
See, but
You
Diddy
better stop
stuck
playing
up
with
for
Puff.
him.
That's
And
what
that's
you
what's
and
crazy.
Kanye looks like he's never been in a fight in his life.
Diddy stuck up for him.
He better stop playing with Puff.
He
Like,
didn't really defend
Puff-
him, but he
Champagne
stuck up.
bottles.
He stuck up for him.
yo, y'all see a different Puff. Y'all see the dancer Puff. Puff is
Don't play with him.
those who don't know.
But did he
God, they better
run
stop playing-
out on the practice field with a
And
dumbbell?
beat the coach up. Listen.
That was a UCLA. They
Kanye
got
better stop
security
playing
Yeah,
there.
well,
with
he
Puff.
stuck up for him.
Meek
That's
maybe
how I
not
feel.
so much. Meek probably can't get to Kanye. Puff can touch you.
Yeah.
Puff said, "Let's meet up." He told him, he was like, "Let's meet up.
He's
We're
like,
not doing
"See
this
you
internet." Yeah, see you soon. And then he said, "Fuck you, you." What do you call him?
A Fed.
A Fed. How is it a Fed? Because he said, "I'm a meet up with you." Yeah. And Kanye, that ass looks like somebody that's never gotten into a fight in his life.
Puff will punch him in. Take that.
I don't want to see that though.
Kanye look like he'll get beat up and still
I don't
talk
want to see
shit.
that.
He would.
Puff will Will Smith the shit out of Kanye.
Wow.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't, because you don't ever want to see two grown,
Nah, that's not a good.
successful
Nah, we
men
can't.
fight.
Not too
but-
soon.
Yeah, they're
Too-
damn
like,
near
no, I'm
billionaires. Like,
Yeah, like nobody wants to see. I mean,
Absolutely not.
for entertainment
and
purposes.
I
maybe.
don't. I want to be 100% clear. I do not dislike Kanye. I'm a fan of Kanye's work.
Not
I'm
the
tired
person.
of
This
The thing about
this new Kanye is. He's
I
doing
think
too
it's
much.
sad because honestly, when you get to that level where he's at, like you don't know people's motives for wanting to be around you, so you have to rely on the people who have been there for you since before you even was popping.
No, he dissed a lot of
for
them.
him. Those people for him that would never go away was his mom.
He
I
dissed,
like you know what I mean. Nobody's around him right now to tell him put your phone down, bro. Like stop.
he dissed the people that were around him in the beginning.
Yeah, he turned his back on a lot of those people that probably could have kept him grounded.
But they say stuff now. Now he's, you personally keep the hat industry going, Talib.
They say that money amplifies whoever you really are.
Oh yeah.
Kanye was always arrogant. Like he was, but now I think he's so high in the clouds, he doesn't see like he doesn't recognize the influence and power that his words have against the
He was
the
about
very
to get
shit that
Pete
he's come
Davidson
from. You know
out
what I
of
mean?
here.
He's come from the culture, and it seems like he's so detached from that now, that he's so far in the clouds, he don't give a fuck about anything that's going on in the struggle. And it's like, yo, fam, because all we ever hear about it, because once you hear him get mad and he starts complaining, it's always about him. It's always me, I. Me, Kim did this to me. Kanye did, Puff did this.
It's always somebody else's
Jay-Z
fault.
this. It's always me, I. It's never the plight of black people. It's never the plight of the hip-hop culture. Like,
He basically
it
just
seems
dissed
like
the
he's
only people who
detached
take up
from
for him for real,
what he
for
came
real.
from.
Because black people took up for Kanye a lot, and now for him to
They
go
still
on,
do.
yeah, we
They
do.
still
Like
do.
it's like an
Even us right
thing.
now, like even most of the people who are having problems with what he's doing right now, we're still holding on. Like none of us are like, fuck Kanye, we're done with him. Like some people
I'm
are.
not gonna say that, but I disconnected him. Like, it was that one weekend. It was like one day. Every time I opened up Twitter,
Facebook.
Instagram,
Oh.
it was him at the top threatening Pete Davidson. I was
Yeah.
like, it was like 4 straight. I was like, throughout the day, I was like, I'm unfollowing. I'm done. I'm
But let me
good
tell
on
you though,
I'm
like
good on
black
you.
folks will cut you off quick, and we haven't cut Kanye. Like we're still making excuses for Kanye.
Nah.
I think that's because he still puts out music. Like you said, he is
No,
a
his
genius.
music is not. His music's not.
I
the
think
thing
it's
that keeps
because-
us, he hasn't really.
I
what
think
did
it's
he do
because,
lately?
but I think it's because we
Well,
love
he just did Donda.
we love
The Donda
Kanye.
album.
Yeah,
I
Donda
didn't listen
too.
to it.
I
It
didn't
was
like
good.
it, but a lot of
I
people
liked
did.
it.
A lot of people did.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I
like
like 10 songs.
Yeah, not
I
the
miss
whole
that.
album.
10 out of
Yeah.
27 is not
Yeah,
good.
I
but-
had 4 songs I like.
I like the few.
I miss the old Kanye. That's the Kanye I still listen to.
But
like,
but I
college
think
graduate.
Yeah.
we love
Like
Kanye
Kanye.
so much. We're like, I think
We
we're
hold
holding
hope for
we're
Kanye.
holding on hope that he comes back.
I'm good on him.
But I don't. But I haven't heard the like we're done with him forever type shit.
but
Kanye
what does he
can't-
have
Some of us
to
are just
do?
like, yo, why, just shut up. Like,
I'm good.
I'm mad at you, but
I'm not checking for him. Like I would be good
If
for.
it wasn't for this,
Yeah. Let me be 100% clear. This is a moment of transparency. Most of the shit we talk about every Sunday, I don't give a fuck about. I do this for
it's
y'all.
just it's what we do.
Yes.
But what does he have to do? Because if you really look at
No,
what he's done, from supporting Trump to doing this to saying this to saying that, like the line of events and everything that he's done, what would it take for people to
It
let it
doesn't
go?
matter what he does. He could lighten
That's
his
where it
skin
come-
like
That's what I'm saying.
what's his name?
I don't think it's I think it's
Sammy
impossible to
Sosa.
cancel
He
him.
can lighten his skin like Sosa.
I don't-
and somebody will find something okay with that.
So I speak personally from like my opinion. I don't completely be done with him because I'm like, I remember the Kanye that spoke out for us. I remember the voice where he was like,
you done for me lately?
yeah.
I'm tired of it. I'm good.
But
I'm
Kanye
good.
has
Like-
always been Kanye.
Like when cats.
he
when-
just got more. Like he got a bigger platform. That's how I feel.
But now he's saying some wild shit that I just can't fuck with.
Because that nigga took over the mic from Taylor Swift years
But-
ago.
but think
and
of-
that was wild. That's
think
what.
about
That's
how
when
that
Obama
sounds.
called him a jackass.
Think about how that sounds, though. He was speaking up and doing the right thing and speaking up for the culture and
That was a
speaking up for
long
black
time
rights
ago.
when he had a smaller platform. Now that you have this larger voice, this is what you do with it? That's insulting.
It seems to me like Kanye West is obsessed with pleasing white people.
which
That's
is.
what say.
But then at the same time, scream at Jewish people are white too. in
Yes,
case you didn't know.
absolutely. Yes, they
Like-
are. And that's not that's not the population you want to offend. I'll say
No,
that.
because they do run a lot of shit.
And then
And I know a lot of cool ass Jewish people
Yeah.
like that I fuck with personally, like
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't. Yeah, I don't see it.
It's-
I don't.
he has a lot of money, so he has a platform.
I took cultural religion in when I was in college, and I will say that's one of the religious services I sat in on that I resonated with the most.
The Jewish faith.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
I enjoyed
It's
myself.
beautiful.
Like,
Yeah.
it was. I would want to go back.
That's the original religion, right?
Yeah, I would want to go back. I really enjoyed myself.
No, it's I think there's beauty to a lot of different religions, but yeah,
There
no, their
is.
service
There
is
is.
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like I'm
I
not
had- it was
me
amazing.
personally. I know, like I'm not a religious person, but I take something from every because there's
something to
something
learn in all
beautiful
of
in
them.
every religion.
Every religion has its extremists to put a black eye on what that religion is all is about.
Right.
It makes it
But
look
there's
bad.
beauty and there's bad to all of them. But
Yeah.
you know,
So
focus
it's
on the
Kanye
beauty.
versus everybody. Kanye
Pretty
still
much
versus
the whole
everybody.
world.
But today,
Nah, he has a lot of backers. He has a lot of people that support him. He has
and they'll
enough.
continue to support him. There's people on my timeline who even through all this wild shit, they're still like, but you don't see the deeper message of what he's saying. And I'm looking like, I just
Those are the same.
I
people
can't
that say
stand the
sheep
people
comments.
who I know personally. I know that you were in the like you were in the class in school where y'all didn't get to go to lunch with everybody, and now
Or y'all got there early.
you're a deeper thinker and everybody else is sheep. Like, fam, nobody believes you.
Yeah.
Like, you're not a deeper thinker because you think everything Kanye said. Kanye is not the end all be all. It's crazy to me how someone can make phenomenal music and you believe that he's a genius in every aspect of
Yeah,
life.
it's
Yeah,
not.
right.
It's
No,
not
that's
the
not
same.
how it
Different
works.
parts of the brain, man.
not how it
Like,
works.
Like,
I'm not asking. Damn, what's E equals MC squared guy?
Albert Einstein.
Yeah, I'm not asking Albert Einstein to design a weekly by week play game. You know what I'm saying, for when I'm playing in the NFL.
right.
Like, that's not his thing.
Yeah, like he's a
Right.
genius, but in a certain
Yeah,
subject.
let him cover
I
the.
said he's a creative.
let him cover the
genius.
laws
So
of
the
physics.
Things that he could see, but
And Kanye West is 100% a creative genius. And in multiple ways, he's a genius. But that don't make him a genius in every way. Like, and that goes for anybody who's a genius. R. Kelly was a musical genius. He was also a creep and a pedophile. Like,
But
he
he's
wasn't a
musical
genius in the morals.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
but I'm
But he
still
was-
step in the name of love though.
He was a musical genius, though.
I haven't
like
been playing
Kanye.
R. Kelly. I feel
Not play it for real.
I stopped playing R. Kelly for a long time, but when R. Kelly got sentenced to 30 years, I feel like he's serving his time now, and his music is allowed out of the box.
I just don't like, even when I pass it in the
Nah, he
in
got
the
some
library.
bangers.
it's
I
like,
used to feel
all
bad.
right,
Like I would
all
hear
I
one
felt
come
bad.
on. Yeah, like
I
one come
did.
on, I'd feel like dirty
I
for
would
listening
turn it
to
off.
it. Yeah, me too.
And I wasn't listening to it. When he got sentenced to 30 years, I was like, I feel like it's good now.
There was a
I can
time
go back to
Like
after-
justice
The body's
serves, I can
calling.
hear
like
it.
after I stopped listening
Who's?
to him,
Who's?
you couldn't
sir?
dodge his music though.
Yeah.
Like, even like in the 2000s when I was like, I can't listen to him no more. It was like, no matter where you went, you heard.
No, but in the
That's
2000s,
Play hit
TP3
different.
came
he's
out.
truly
so
the
it's
Yeah,
goat of
different.
R&B.
Yeah.
I was gonna post this, but I didn't feel like going back and forth with people because it was a hot take.
So you gonna say it now?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it now. I have always said that R. Kelly was the goat of R&B. I 100% felt that way.
You stand on that?
But in 2022, I want to say Usher's music has aged better than R. Kelly's music, and Usher's catalog today sounds better than
I
R.
think
Kelly's
that's
catalog.
only because of the sex scandals.
Ursher didn't have to.
I don't know, because I still love
he's
R.
had
Kelly's
his own
music.
too.
I don't
Cheated
dislike
on
his
Silly.
music,
But there are
But
more
but-
people that do.
but I'll listen to, like, if I listen to both of them in the same day, Usher shit sounds better to
A
me
DJ
today.
is gonna play Usher before they play R. Kelly.
Now, yeah.
Now, you know what I
But
mean?
Step in the Name of Love trumps everything Usher got.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
I mean, we act like
But
Usher didn't have his own scandals.
R. Kelly don't got an
Ooh.
album. R. Kelly don't got an album better than Confessions.
But Usher scandals wasn't like
That was a
R.
great
Kelly's
album.
scandals.
That was a great album.
Does
Which
it?
one?
R. Kelly don't got a
Confessions.
Confessions album. As a
12
whole.
play.
12 play got no. 12 play's not. 12 play is a great album. 12 play.
Well, play takes on a different meaning after
12 no 12 play got at least 4 skippers 100%. 12 play got that album that song where he tried to rap and it's terrible. 12 play got like 3 or 4 skippers.
After everything, like you listen to 12 playing, it's like
12 plays a classic.
he's not talking to who I would be talking.
Yeah,
to.
That's what you think
yeah.
about now. Like,
Neither was Tevin
yeah,
Campbell.
like
we
who
still
are
like
you
his
really
song.
singing?
He said,
One,
girl,
you go
I
to my
wanna
room,
know
my
your
phone."
name. He was talking to a girl, even if he was
He
in
wasn't.
his head.
He wasn't.
He said, "Girl, I want to know your name." He was talking to.
But
a girl.
we know now.
Tevin Campbell
Yeah.
only had
Still
like one
singing
good
We know
album.
now.
hard.
We knew then.
Facts. He hasn't had a hit song in quite
There
some
was-
time.
Tevin Campbell only had like one good
He
album, right?
said we
Yeah,
knew
that
that.
second one. We knew then. We knew. Shoot, I knew when I was in high school.
I wasn't surprised with that.
Because remember, he was on Fresh Prince, and he was.
He was Ashley's date. Yes,
And
I love that
it
episode.
didn't change a thing. I still bang Tevin Campbell, and I
Oh, yeah,
still
it
bang
didn't
Luther.
change
Yeah.
a thing.
I
But we,
still, they said Luther was good. I love Luther.
First of
We
all,
was
that's-
listening to Luther before the show started. 100%.
We were.
I mean,
By surprise, I must say.
yeah, we knew about Tevin. We knew that.
Yeah, that was a given.
Him admitting it 30 years later was like, and
Yes.